Am I wrong for enjoying my independence and not wanting to move back with my fiance when she is eager to get married and I'm not anymore? My 30 male, fiance, 32 female, and I have been together for 5 years now, engaged for 6 months. We have been living together for 3 years. I recently did my master's while I was living with her and got a higher paying job right out of university. Recently, I had been giving a client project which requires me to be on site for about 4 months. My living expenses are all paid for, and I've been living currently in a very nice apartment. Since our shared living arrangements was a 2-bedroom apartment with 1 bedroom set up as an office for my remote work, my fiance found a temporary tenant to help with rent and bills while I'm away. However, I've rediscovered a sense of personal space that I haven't experienced in years. See, my fiance snores, farts in her sleep, and honestly sometimes talks a bit too much for my liking. While I tend to be highly introverted, get disrupted easily, and find myself craving some alone time. Although I have found reasonable compromises, I just never realized how much of comfort and personal space I let go because I haven't lived by just myself, or sleep on a huge bed all to myself, or not have been disrupted by snoring or her waking up to use the restroom in a very long time. Prior to moving in with her, I used to live with roommates, which honestly wasn't ideal, but I couldn't afford to live by myself at the time. Now that I can finally afford it, I don't think my fiance would agree, as she's really in a rush to marry and have kids. I didn't fully grasp how significant my need for autonomy and comfort was until now. I even went as far as to asking the apartment community if I could extend my current lease. I want to marry her, but I've come to the realization that I'm not ready to move forward right now, at least not on our previous agreed timeline, which was more her pace than mine. I want to ask for an additional 6 to 7 months of living separately to really fill up my cup and recalibrate. Based off her personality and how well I know her, I know she will take this very badly if I say this directly. I'm not looking for opinions on breaking up or claims that we're incompatible. We've shared a strong life together for 3 years, and there's a lot that works well between us. What I need is clear, practical advice on how to phrase this conversation so that she understands my perspective. I'm even thinking that once I move back in with her eventually, I want my own bedroom too. She's really looking forward to me moving home, and we chat regularly. She has already started wedding planning on her own. I think part of why I feel so scared about bringing this up is because we've been engaged for 6 months and she was eager to get married after 2 years of being together. Citing grad schools as my reading for not wanting marriage back then was a reason she understood. I already feel like she would say she compromised a lot for me.
Okay, well, I don't know what to give.
You need to give him advice that is not
This is impossible.
breaking up or that they're incompatible.
That's impossible.
Overlook those 2 issues and give us some advice.
This is hard. I guess maybe you could lie and say that you're...
No, no, we're not lying.
He's not lying. Okay.
We need on a way practical advice on how to phrase the conversation to tell his truth.
I guess if you really wanted to, and this is the route that you want to take, just, I guess maybe start off by reassuring her that you still want to marry her. You still want to do all these things. You still want the rest of your life with her. You want to live with her eventually, but you can just, I guess, be truthful and say that I have felt this sense of, I don't know, what's the word called? You've liked being by yourself, and I guess this won't change anything for you. Just like reiterate that.
Yeah.
It's not changing anything for you, but like you really need this to proceed in this relationship.
The truth will set you free.
But first it'll piss you off.
And it'll piss her off, and then she'll set you free.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to actually have your cake and eat it too.
No, this dude is not getting his cake and eating it too.
No, I don't think so, unfortunately. I was thinking, like, it sounds like he's mostly annoyed with, like, the sleeping arrangements. And I was thinking, like, yes, that's actually a simple fix. You could just sleep separately. I think, a lot of couples do that.
Ooh, that's not a fix.
A lot of couples do that.
Okay. maybe. You're right. Maybe.
It's better than breaking up.
No, I can understand that. I'm not on board because I don't think she's a compatible person for not wanting to sleep in the same bed. Your partner
Okay, well, it's
also
either
doesn't
that
want to
or
sleep with
breaking
you.
up.
Both of the people in that relationship have to be better off sleeping in their own bed. Not one person wants to sleep in their own bed and the other person's left alone to say, I'm sleeping by myself.
If you tell her I need this or I can't marry you.
Yep.
Then it's either that or breaking up.
This is basically what you're doing to her. You're taking your two fingers and you're like, this is me and you. And then this is me sleeping in my bed beside myself. You leave one finger for her, and this is how she feels. Okay, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's worth talking about, seeing, I guess, like just gauging how she feels about it.
Yeah, you should totally.
It's worth a conversation.
I think you should tell her how you feel, but then not be surprised when she dumps your ass to the curb. Because she wants to be in a marriage with someone and have kids with someone who she can sleep in the same bed with him. If he can't handle her, he can't handle her farts, he can't handle her getting up to go to the washroom in the middle of the night.
He said about she talks too much. I don't think he actually likes her. He doesn't like her.
How is he going to handle little rugrats coming around too?
How do we know that they want kids?
He says that she wants kids. She wants to get married and have kids. Oh. So how is he going to handle multiplies of her?
Yeah, I guess.
Top comment. I know you said you're not looking for opinions on you being incompatible, but I think you're being delusional about this. She isn't going to take moving backwards in a relationship well. Yeah. And the issues you have with living with her aren't going to go away. Even if you wait to get married, they will still be there when you eventually do. I think you're just afraid to have to restart in the dating world. This isn't going to be a pleasant conversation, my dude. Nothing you can do about it. Okay.
Exactly my feelings. Like
it's not that. I think you're just afraid to have to restart in the dating world. Dude, he's not restarting in the dating world.
He wants to be all by his lonesome.
Dude, you just don't want a relationship, man. Just go live your soul life until you're bored of it. You give 6 to 7 more months of living by yourself, you're only going to be...
Love it more.
Exactly. Yeah. You're only going to be more resistant to want to change anything. And then having kids and stuff. So like, dude, tell her how you feel. And either she will determine whether you are compatible or not. Tell her, hey, I want to come home and I want to sleep in my own bed because I don't like your farts and I don't like how you get up to go to the washroom in the middle of the night. And then also I think you talk too much. So tell her all these things.
So basically I hate you.
But then I love everything else about you. So tell her all these things and let her make the honest decision about what she wants in her life. She will most likely come back and say, you know what? This isn't the kind of life that I want. This isn't the father to my children that I want. Somebody who doesn't like our voices. So I'm going to go find somebody else. And then you can go and try and find somebody else. And just be honest up front in every single conversation. And maybe the time that you're in your mid 50s, you will find someone who also wants a roommate that they occasionally have sex with.
Yeah, honestly, I think that is the best approach. It's the most fair approach to her.
Yeah.
Is just literally coming out and being honest and see how she wants to proceed.
Yes. I don't think this person enjoyed their Reddit responses because they have deleted their account. Or the account has been suspended. How do accounts get suspended? I don't know.
I have no idea. There's a lot of things about Reddit that I don't know.
Right? Craziness. All right. Back to you.
Okay.